why not grow my hair? It's my hair. I love it. We from Africa, right? This is how we look. This is me. Why not grow it out? Grow it out. It's mine. You know. And the one thing that my mother and father always told me was to be a leader. So anything I did, you know, I was not going to care what anyone else thought. So I was a rebel from the beginning. It did hurt a little bit going into, you know, the transition to middle school and high school, to people talking about me. I'll save it for the next tape. Hi, my name is Mark I, and I was born natural. Alright, so we're back with, you know, the second phase of my hair journey, my hair confessions. 4D to 5A hair. So I left off with middle school, you know, to high school transitioning, where it was brutal. I was living in West Oak Lane, then we was moving around a lot. I saw a lot of kids when I was younger. We was moving around from Frankfurt to North Philly. North Philly is where we finally resided at. And there, it was like the kids we went from private school to public school. And it was brutal. We was brutal to each other, you know. Jokes to where it would like hurt your feelings and your soul, your pride. You know, that's when the emotions start to get attached to it. When friends who you hang out with, you know, they start talking about you like, why are you talking about me like this? And the thing was, I was new. So not a lot of people talked about me because I had this calm vibe to me. The frequency I gave off was, you know, don't mess with me, I won't mess with you. But yeah, so, you know, 2nd, 3rd grade, 4th grade, people just, you hear this, you hear that, it's ugly, cut it off, you know. Maybe my brothers and sisters might have joked to me, you know. And I guess I started internalizing these jokes and these little connotations, not as little no more. I would take it to heart, like, why are you talking about me? This is my hair. Your hair is like that too, you know. And I guess I started noticing the self-hate that people had, and even though I was noticing it, I couldn't internalize it. So I might have just needed a mentor to talk to, you know. I couldn't understand what was going on. So, you know, yes, I was a little depressed coming up. Had some anger issues, rage, and that could have stemmed from that. But the one thing I will say is my natural hair, it sort of did help me, you know, shape the world or create the mindset that I am today, you know, along with my mother and father telling me to always be a leader. So from middle school going to high school, I wouldn't say I was set in my ways, but I had a firm foundation built already from the rich history and culture that I learned. So in high school was a little bit more free. You know, I would cut my hair off, grow it, cut my hair off, grow it. I think the longest I grew it for might have been 2 years, 1 or 2 years. Had braids. Yeah, it was back when Allen Iverson was in Philly and everybody was getting braids. So I had braids, but even then, I was doing my own thing. People still talking about me. And I think towards the end of high school, I started saying, you know what? Let them talk. You know, I can't do nothing about what they feel. You know, and if anyone did confront me and I cared about them, I would let them know, listen, this is my hair. And if they were black, I'm like, this is your hair too. This is where we're from. This is us. And this is back in 1999. This is back in the 90s. When I was like, I started to really get firm into believing, you know, this is me. And no one's going to change that. And if you want to get educated, I'm going to tell you about how we really are. And one thing was, I was like, you know, I was a poet at the age 12. And it evolved from a poet to a rapper. to, you know, a little street rapper, but then to a conscious rapper. I started making conscious songs, and it all started to come together. And then the song started to go mainstream, and not too mainstream, but we get off topic. But now I'm doing spoken word now. When I get into a form of spoken rap, and you know, the self-image, positive self-images are very crucial to the youth, because when they're just coming into this world, if they don't see that positive reinforcement of themselves, then what will they, you know, aspire to be? You know. So coming out of high school, I was setting my ways. Not setting my ways, but I had a strong foundation, and I wasn't changing for no one. And that's kind of, I would say nowadays, I don't have that same mentality. I have the mentality of, you know, self-love, love who you are, and it does take a lot of different, you know, attitudes, characteristics, personalities of people to create a world. You know, we're not all the same, but in that respect, you know, don't go out of your way to disrespect somebody, or don't go out of your way to, just because you don't think it's right, doesn't mean you have to impose that on someone else. So yeah, so that helped shape me as a man, a black man in America. And the next step is college. Stay tuned.